Let's take a look at Israel's strategy in launching a major long-range airstrike against Houthi-controlled targets in Yemen, marking one of the most extensive Israeli military operations in the region in recent years. The strike came as a direct response to a ballistic missile attack by the Houthi that landed near Ben Gurion International Airport, disrupting commercial flights. In executing the operation, the Israeli Air Force deployed more than 20 fighter jets, including advanced F-35I Adir and F-15 aircraft. Since these are long distances, they need fuel and are accompanied by aerial refueling tankers and recon planes to support the mission. With the distance between Israel and Yemen spanning roughly 1,100 miles, which translates to about 1,800 kilometers, mid-air refueling was necessary, demonstrating the IAF's capability to conduct long-range, high-precision operations far from its borders. The mission had been carefully planned over several months, and in just one command, everything is almost, you can say, automated, which allowed the Israeli military to respond swiftly. Within just 24 hours of the missile attack with predetermined GPS codes. The airstrike was aimed at weakening the Houthi military infrastructure and logistical network. Among the primary targets were the ports of Hodeidah and Ras Isa, which play a key role in the importation of goods and are suspected of being entry points for alleged Iranian weaponry. Striking these locations was intended to disrupt the Houthi supply chains and diminish their economic capabilities. The Houthis power plant near Sana'a was also targeted in an effort to cut off energy resources that are vital to the Houthi military operations. Houthi media and local reports indicated that the strikes extended beyond infrastructure to include Hodeidah port and urban districts such as Al-Salakana and Al-Hawak. These attacks reportedly caused damage to cargo handling facilities and several privately owned factories, contributing to a broader impact on the region's functionality. In total, Israeli fighter jets dropped around 50 precision-guided munitions on pre-selected targets, including Hodeidah port and a cement factory near the town of Bijil. While official sources did not specify the exact types of munitions used, precision-guided bombs are standard in operations of this nature. To help you understand Israel air power, you have to study the case where Israel strikes Iranian military targets. The Israeli military commonly uses this free-fall-guided weapon, also known as bunker buster bombs, which relies on laser targeting and military-grade GPS. Out of the 80 bombs used, the IDF also deployed the Mark 82 weapon, the bunker buster, and the GBU-39, which were part of a purchase valued at around $3 billion from the US. This is the bunker buster bomb. It has a laser sensor at the front, and just behind that are adjustable fins. In the midsection, there is a warhead that weighs approximately 650 pounds containing tritonal explosive. This is a mixture of 80% TNT and 20% aluminum powder. Finally, we have the retractable fins at the rear. To give you a better sense of its size, comparing it to a person can be helpful. The casing has a length of approximately 19 feet long, which translates to around 5 meters. This section is made of an artillery barrel, which is very strong, and has a diameter of 14.5 inches, which translates to around 37 centimeters, making it relatively narrow. They intentionally made the smaller cross-sectional area. This means the bomb displaces less material, whether earth or concrete, as it penetrates layers of reinforced bunkers or building, thus allowing it to travel further to almost 100 meters. Let's take a look at how this works. Step 1. First, a laser is used to illuminate the target, or GPS guidance is already assigned to it. Step 2. An F-15 jet flies near the illuminated target and the bomb is released. Step 3. Once the bomb is dropped, the guidance system at the front connects with the tail and fins. This enables the bomb to make precise adjustments, guiding it accurately to its target. Step 4. As mentioned, this is a bunker buster bomb designed to penetrate around 6 meters of reinforced concrete bunkers and can travel up to 100 feet of soft ground or buildings. Step 5. In the past, the GBU-28 has been equipped with a delay fuse like this one, allowing it to detonate after penetrating its target, rather than exploding on impact. The bomb contains 700 pounds of TNT, which generates a blast radius of several hundred meters, quite significant for a bomb of this size. As you watch this, data brokers may be collecting and selling your personal information, your home address, phone number, online searches, and even financial details. This data doesn't just result in spam calls and scam attempts. It can also affect your personal credit score, as scammers may manipulate your data, potentially leading to a loan denial. That's where Incogni comes in to protect your privacy. The service scans the web for exposed data, sends automated removal requests, and continuously follows up to ensure your information stays deleted. It also performs regular scans to prevent data brokers from sneaking your information back into circulation, all while providing you with a clear, real-time dashboard to track your data. So take your personal data back with Incogni. Use code Aitelly with the link below, incogni.com/Aitelly, and get 60% off on an annual plan. To understand Israel airstrike strategy, let's examine this case study. Israel launched nearly 80 or more aircraft, including in an operation codenamed Days of Repentance, at around 2 in the morning. Although these routes may seem straightforward, they involve complex planning, including calculations for air refueling and coordinating attack aircraft to pass through Jordan, Syria, and Iraq. They also neutralized potential air defense threats in Syria and Iraq to ensure a safe return in case they were targeted. Israel's strategy was to attack Iran in 3 waves. The first wave targeted surface air-to-air sites, radar installations, and Iran's air defense headquarters in Tehran, Elam, and Khuzestan. The second wave focused on destroying ballistic missiles, and finally, the third wave targeted military manufacturing industries. To avoid Iranian air defenses, they used the ROX missiles, which allowed them to strike from positions closer to enemy targets without requiring jets to penetrate deep into Iranian territory. Surprisingly, the Iranian Bavar 373 air defense system performed better than expected. We'll also look into how this air defense missile works and the strength of the Iranian Air Force, all in the video ahead. Let's first look at Israel fighter jets used in the operations. The tip of the spears are the 5th-generation F-35 fighter jets, S-16 air defense jets, and F-15 ground attack jets, which covered approximately 1,600 kilometers, translating to around 1,000 miles. While the weapons of choice were the Blue Arrow long-range supersonic missile and the ROX next-generation extended standoff air-to-surface missile. To cover such distances, air refueling tankers were used between flights. This measure was taken in case they needed to engage in a dogfight with Iranian fighter jets, and also while returning from their mission. ROX is Israel's next-generation extended standoff air-to-surface ballistics missile. What makes this missile unique is that the crew in the aircraft can control and maneuver it right up until it strikes the target. It also allows the weapon to hit targets that have moved from their original positions. But in area of high-threat situation, these bombs typically use a GPS-enabled inertial guidance system to guide them to the general target area, before switching to an imaging infrared seeker for the terminal stage of flight, destroying the targets with deep penetration or blast fragmentation as required. Surprisingly, the Bavar 373 and S-300 missiles successfully intercepted Israeli drones and some missiles. Let's take a quick look at the Bavar 373. This system uses Sayed-4 missiles, which are housed in 2 rectangular launch canisters. It features a phased array radar system for tracking both aerodynamic targets and ballistic missiles over medium to long ranges. One of the radars used in the Bavar 373 is the Mirai 4, a phased array radar with a range of 450 kilometers, which Iran claims this system can simultaneously track up to 200 targets. The Israeli attack can be divided into 3 distinct phases: first, second, and third wave, each targeting critical components of Iran's military infrastructure. The first wave focuses on disabling Iran's air defense systems. Tehran, Elam, and Khuzestan are some of the region-verified attacks also confirmed by Iran that were hit or partially damaged. Key targets include surface-to-air missile or SAM sites and radar installations, crucial for early detection and defense against aerial assaults. Iran's air defense headquarters confirmed the attacks happened, which aimed to cripple the nation's ability to track and respond to future incoming threats. While the second wave targets Iran's missile capabilities, specifically focusing on neutralizing both ballistic and hypersonic missile systems. At least 3 missile bases were attacked in a second round or second wave of Israeli strike. IDF drones also targeted the secretive Parchin military base in the outskirts of Tehran, and finally one drone made it through the Iranian air defense and hit the base while others were shot down. These strikes are designed to prevent Iran from launching retaliatory missile strikes. The third and final wave focuses on destroying key military barracks and manufacturing facilities essential to Iran's missile production and military logistics. Targets include the Qadiri Barracks and Hassan Khan Castle, a missile manufacturing and preparation center. The Sepah Air Force Logistics Center and Imam Ali Barracks are allegedly included in this phase to disrupt logistical support and command structures. Israel were trying to target these missiles bases like the Fatah 1 and Fatah 2 missiles. It was used for the first time and is one of Iran's advanced missile systems. What sets it apart from other ballistic missiles is its ability to accelerate outside the Earth's atmosphere, while its aerodynamic control surfaces enable steering to evade the famous Aero missiles defense system made by Israel. Israel was also looking to strike these ground-launched ballistic missiles that targeted the IDF bases. Iran used variants of the Shahab-3 ballistic missile in its latest attack on Israel. The Shahab-3 is the foundation for all of Iran's medium-range ballistic missiles and uses liquid propellant. Let's break this down into several parts. To fight against the F-16 and F-35 jets, the Iranian have the tip of the spear. It consists of American-made aircraft, around 64 numbers of F-4 Phantoms that Iran purchased during the Shah's regime. The F-4 Phantom is Iran's primary attack aircraft and is considered the backbone of the Iranian Air Force. In addition, Iran possesses around 40 numbers of F-14 Tomcats, also American-made, which still have the capability to pose a threat to the F-35. Iran also acquired approximately 30 MiG-29 multirole fighter jets from Russia, interestingly designed to counter the F-16. The second part of the air defense is the $800 million S-300 air defense system, which is capable of intercepting targets at a range of 120 kilometers that translates to about 75 miles. When launched on a ballistic trajectory, it can reach distances of up to 400 kilometers, that is around 250 miles. We also make original engineering content, so please subscribe and hit the notification bell for more videos.